So guys, this is my breakfast today. I have 2 large boiled eggs and this is 100 grams. I have 25 grams of roasted almonds. I have here 2 medium-sized bananas, and without the peel this will weigh around 180 grams. And today I wanted to have like a warm drink or something, and I am having homemade chicken broth. And I made it yesterday actually, and it is kind of like an anti-inflammatory one because I added ginger and bay leaf and onions, coriander, and this is like the good stuff, because normally when we buy chicken broth or even those packeted soups, what we get basically is a whole lot of MSG to make it extra what can I say, extra savory. Now this is, let me just taste and tell you, this is like just so savory. I mean, without all that MSG and all, this is just very natural and pure chicken flavor. And last thing is, I need to add about 4 grams of extra virgin olive oil to this, which I'm just going to eyeball here. And you always add extra virgin olive oil after your nuts or after your salad or whatever you're adding it to is cooled down. Otherwise the heat is going to destroy the properties of extra virgin olive oil which you're going to get, and that is why it is recommended that you use this on salads or on toast and things which will not expose the olive oil to heat. I'm going to start preparing my sides now, and I like to start early in the morning because otherwise it just gets too hot. So I have here 350 grams of cauliflower that I have processed in a food processor, and then with some salt I let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes and drained out the water. Into that I'll add a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, 1 egg, Italian seasoning. I just ran out of oregano, but if you have oregano that is better, so I'm just going to add like half a teaspoon of that. And I'm going to grate in 75 grams of cheese. You can use any cheese you want, mozzarella, or if you like a little sharp one, then cheddar. This is actually just processed cheese because I did not get any good quality cheese, so I have to do with this. So all of this, make sure that the cheese is well distributed. Okay, I have lined my baking sheet with parchment, and then I'm just going to dunk this entire thing. And if you're making like a cauliflower crust pizza, then you can just spread it out like a pizza shape, and that is what I do also when I make. But today I'm just going to spread it out into like a square form. Put like another parchment paper and take another baking tray and just press it on top for even distribution, but I'm just going to use my hands. And this has to go into the oven at 180 degrees centigrade, or maybe 170, somewhere between 170 and 180, for around 30 to 35 minutes, or it becomes golden brown. Okay, I'm also preparing another side, and these are 100 grams of spinach leaves that I have washed and dried for a little bit of time, and they're still a little damp, but they're not wet, they're not dripping water as such. And some of them are really far gone, like this one, because I bought it like 2 days ago, and this one is of just no use anymore. I'm going to make some spinach chips out of this. And the real rage right now is those kale chips in the health industry, and where I stay I don't get any kale, all I get is spinach. I think once I got it like in the mall or something, and that too it was like I don't know whether it was kale. I think it was a variety of the kale that I see on the internet, but it was not like that particular kale, and it was just very bitter, and it was also not fresh, so I just thought I might stick to spinach. And for this, you really don't need to do much for this. Just sprinkle a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, really not much because you don't want to overpower anything. A teaspoon, that's about 5 grams of olive oil. And then you need to gently massage your leaves. And I stress be gentle because you see my leaves are already bruised. Like you don't want to bruise your leaves, you still want them to remain intact and nicely shaped. And I'm using my cookie sheet for this because I want this to cook fast. I don't want to expose the spinach leaves to a very high cooking time. I want it to be as fast as possible, and if I use a thick tray, then there is more insulation for the heat. That's why I'm using a thin cookie sheet. This is basically a cookie sheet, and then I'm going to line it with parchment. My pizza crust is done and it has been cooling now for some time, and I only need half of this for lunch. So just divide this into half, and the other part I'm going to store in the fridge. Now I'm going to create the toppings, and first is I'm going to put some very ripe plum. And I know like this might look and also sound very weird to you, but the thing is, see, I don't have time to make a tomato sauce right now out of scratch, and I don't want to use ketchup that has added sugar and a whole lot of other ingredients. So I thought, what's the next best option? And I had these plums lying around, and these you can see are very ripe. They are incredibly sweet, and I thought, well, plums and tomatoes are somewhat similar in texture, somewhat, maybe to a certain extent, and they are sweet, so I'm just going to use this. Now I'm going to create the toppings, and first is I'm going to put some very ripe plum. And I know like this might look and also sound very weird to you, but the thing is, see, I don't have time to make a tomato sauce right now out of scratch, and I don't want to use ketchup that has added sugar and a whole lot of other ingredients. So I thought, what's the next best option? And I had these plums lying around, and these you can see are very ripe. They are incredibly sweet, and I thought, well, plums and tomatoes are somewhat similar in texture, somewhat, maybe to a certain extent, and they are sweet, so I'm just going to use this. And then to balance it out, I have some pitted olives, and these are preserved in brine, so it's already quite salty. And this will now go into the oven for very little time, like I just want the plums to disintegrate and kind of create like a sauce, so maybe like 5 minutes on high heat. My partition plate today so that less wash. The spinach chips. And for dessert, I'm having a large medium mango. So this is my very nutritious, very filling lunch. You know those nori seaweed, thin seaweed kind of sheets that Asians put in their noodles and over their fried rice and just snack on, which you get in all over Asia. You get those things. Yeah, this tastes nothing like that actually. It tastes exactly like it's supposed to, which is dehydrated spinach leaves with salt, pepper and olive oil. So if you really don't like spinachy tasting things, probably this is not for you, but I'm liking it. I like the texture, but although it's a little bit bitter. The chicken is nothing to say about the taste. It's like the normal chicken sauteed. Let me just taste this because I have never tried plum on pizza topping, so oh my god, guys, this is awesome. I mean, it's tangy and it's sweet. It's like natural tomato ketchup on top of it. I mean, natural tomato sauce. It's excellent. I loved it. I think I will buy plums just to replace like pizza sauce when I'm in a hurry. So yeah, I think I gave you the measurements of this. The chicken is 100 grams. This is about 70 grams. I have around 30 grams left. I will have it for dinner. And the mango is one entire mango. It was a medium-sized mango. So I guess this will be around, yeah, I have measured it. This was around 150 grams, 160 to 150. So guys, it's 6 o'clock right now, and after lunch I had a little nap because today is a Sunday and Kun has his first Sunday weekend off today. So whenever he is at home and we have lunch at home, he always takes a nap, and he will be like, well, you take a nap too. And so we napped, and then that nap turned out to be like a full 2.5 hour long nap. And then it's 6 o'clock right now. I really don't have anything to prep for dinner. I mean, all the cooking is done. I just have to prepare a salad and my dessert. And for dessert today we are having frozen pineapple yogurt. So I just have to put some things in a blender and chop some cucumber for dessert. That's it. So I'm going to work out now, and my workout is also not very intense today. Today is more of a chilled workout. It's a small cardio slash very minimal strength training, body weight strength training session. And today I'm going to work out. If there's anything on the TV, I'll watch something on the TV and work out, because it's probably I'll finish it very soon.
Of course, you're welcome to wait.
We will watch Captain America while doing our workout today.
Read about what you did.
I mean, Captain America, the first Avenger.
Well, that's...
So today mine is day 3, and I have warm-up, drill 1, which is squats, drill 2, which is lunges, and 4 out of 10 rounds of Gaia. And Gaia is the name of a workout which will have, you can see, 4 rounds of this. So it's, this is focusing, it's I don't know, it's not focusing properly. I hope you can see this. So it's 40 jumping jacks, 30 high knees, 20 mountain climbers, and 10 stand-ups. And so this is basically just cardio.
Every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Only on HBO.
Okay guys, the workout is done. This took me 16 minutes 23 seconds, and I actually wanted to do it within 10 minutes today. So I've got the same, I've got 2 small, this is just broken down, but this is basically 2 small pieces of chicken breast that I first boiled and then just pan-seared with some onions. I've got the same spinach chips from my lunch, and I am having a big portion. This is about 150 grams of cucumber, and the salad dressing is just 15 grams of extra virgin olive oil. It has got a little bit of paprika, lemon juice, salt and pepper. That's it. So, and you can see that I really haven't added much fat. It's just 15 grams of olive oil, and that is because I'm going to have frozen pineapple yogurt for dessert. 59. Okay. $100, 130, just a little bit more now. Frozen fruit, and you really need to blend it into a smooth ice cream like paste sort of thing. And if your blender is not heavy duty, it will get heated up and it won't be, you won't get the perfect result. So let's begin. And what I do is I kind of in pulses in the beginning to break it down, and I also don't let the jar heat up, because if it heats up, the frozen fruit is kind of going to melt and the result will not be as creamy. Look at this, so creamy, and it's like oh my god. The texture is great. Actually, if you want this to be more ice cream like, then you can add less yogurt, but my macros had 150 grams of yogurt today, so I need to eat 150 grams. Great. I'm going to round it up, so it was so my total was 1574. I'm rounding up the digits, so you can say I will be at around 1600 to 1650, because I did have large coconut water, so that will be around 46 calories. So you can say I'll be at around 1650 calories. So I really did not hit my mark of 1700 today, but I'm not going to eat anything now because I'm just too full with the dessert, you know. And my macros today were 132 grams of carbohydrates, out of which 21.5 grams was fiber. Net carbs was 110 grams, and you need to hear this, sugar was 90.64 grams. So 90 grams of sugar I ate, with basically no added sugar, no condiments, just fruit. And that is why I don't like to do very heavy on these kinds of fruits, especially that have a very high sugar content, like mangoes and pineapples and bananas, you know. But like bananas are a must for me. If I don't eat bananas, I'll have to eat avocados, and I don't want to do avocados right now. Okay, protein was 83.94 grams and my fat was 80.95 grams. So that was my food and workout day today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, then please leave it in the comment section below. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content of this channel, then please subscribe to my channel. And until I see you guys next time, bye. Stay healthy. Good night. Love you all.